Welcome to Victory Rogue. Each week I will draft a new team of Pokemon to try and climb the Pokemon Champion singles ladder. New this season is the training wheel. How far will I get? Tune in every Monday to find out. Sup Nerds, Free99 here. Welcome to Season 5, Episode 2. Now, we only got 6 wins during the last episode, which means we don't get to spin the wheel this episode, but if we can get at least 1 win in this episode, we can spin the wheel for episode 3 and help us get ahead in that perspective. Let's talk about our team, starting with our bench warmer. We have another Overquill just sitting there. I found another one that has Swift Swim. It has 107 speed. If we found a Pokemon that could make it rain, it would be at 214 speed, which is actually pretty fast. Unfortunately, that's not the case. It had negative special defense, increased special defense, and then max attack, max defense in terms of EV investments. Barbarage, Throat Chop are the Poison and Dark Stab, respectively. And then if we outspeed the other Pokemons, Destiny Bond would have been great to try to bait the opponent from knocking us out with one of their fully health Pokemons after we've done a butt ton of damage with Barbarage and Throat Chop. But as for the actual team, let's start off with Ninetales. We've used Alolan Ninetales before. It's Ice Fairy. It's got max special attack, max special defense, and then Modest Nature, which is negative attack, increased special attack. It's got Blizzard and Moonblast, which are 2 really good stabs. Icy Wind is also there for Ice type stab. It also decreases the speed of anyone that gets hit by it. So if we end up fighting against something like a Greninja or Dragonite or something, we could try to slow it down to make the rest of our team maybe outspeed it. Roar is there. We have seen a couple of like Gyarados that will Dragon Dance to try to get their stats up. We could roar them away in order to reset their stats and then get something in that's more favorable. No warning is there, so when Ninetales hits the field, the snow will happen, and then we've got the Icy Rock attached to them so that when the snow comes, it'll last for 8 turns instead of 5. Let's go up to Mr. Rhyme now because they're the ones that synergize with the snow. Ice Body is basically leftovers as long as it's snowing. So that means Ice Body plus the leftovers that it's holding, they basically heal 1/8 of their turn, or 1/8 of their health at the end of every single turn, which isn't bad. It's got max speed, max special attack in terms of EVs, and then Modest Nature as well. Freeze Dry is going to be our Ice Stab. It also hits special effective against water, so water can't try to block us. This is going to be really good against something like a Starmie, because we are Ice Psychic. Water Psychic would completely block us. Light Screen is there. We do want to outstall our opponent because we do have healing over time. So Light Screen is there to increase our special defense. Hopefully, we're going to fight more specially attacking Pokemon rather than physically attacking. Psyshock is there for Psychic Stab. It deals damage based on the opponent's defense instead of the opponent's special defense, which could come in handy. And then Thunder's there. I don't know if we're ever going to use it. Freeze Dry kills water types, which would be one thing that's good against Thunder. And then Ice also takes out flying types, which is the other thing that would be good to use Thunder on. So if there is an option to use Thunder, we might try to gamble on it. It does have 70% accuracy, so it's a pretty shaky, but normally we're going to go for Freeze Dry and Psyshock. Slowbro is here. Quick Draw is the ability form of Quick Claw. So we've got that synergy going for it. We basically have a 1 in 3 chance, I want to say, to attack before the opponent does, even though we have horrible movement speed at 82. Because we have Quick Draw and Quick Claw, it would have been great if the movement speed EVs were in HP, so we would be bulky in the turns that the opponent would go first. But that wasn't the case. Max speed and max special attack are the EVs on this Pokemon, and then it's got Modest again as well in terms of nature. Sludge Bomb, I want to say, is like 90 base power and has a 30% chance to poison the opponent, which is a side upgrade from Shell Sidearm that has a 20% chance to poison the opponent Pokemon. But what makes Shell Sidearm really good is that depending on the opponent's defense and special defense stat, Kill sidearm will hit for either physical or special, depending on which one the opponent has less of. So if the opponent is a Mr. Rhyme and it's got 95 defense, 122 special defense, Kill sidearm will deal physical damage instead of special. If we're fighting against a Galarian Slowbro ourselves, then because of 115 defense and 92 special defense, Kill sidearm will hit for special. Obviously, because we're modest with max special attack, we want to hit for special, but it's nice to have the option there to be hitting physically weak Pokemon. Psychic is there for our Psychic Stab, Grass Knot is there for a bit of coverage, and I've already explained why Sludge Bomb is decent. Palafin is next up, max HP, max attack, adamant in nature, so negative special attack, increased physical attack. It has 0 to hero, so Palafin will be our first Pokemon out, and then we're going to need to swap it out in order for 0 to hero to trigger, and then it'll be the hero form when it comes out the second time, and it'll have like boosted attack, boosted speed, boosted special attack. Really good things to have as our late game sweeper. Wave Crash is there. It's like 120 base power. It does do recoil, which is horrible because we're going to take damage from that as well as damage from Life Orb. But if we can take out our opponent before they can attack us, then the health we're losing from Wave Crash and Life Orb really don't matter. Jet Punch is there. It's basically quick attack with a water typing. Hard Press is there. If we end up fighting something like an Ice type or a Fairy type, the way that Hard Press works, the more our opponent is at 100% health, the more damage it'll do at, I believe, a cap of 100 base power. So we're going to want to use this the moment the opposing Pokemon comes out. We're instead of like trying to use it to try to take out our opponent because it'll be too weak then. Zen Headbutt is there in case we fight, say, a poison grass type shows up. Poison is weak to Psychic, so we could try to roll the 90% accuracy Zen Headbutt to try to take it out that way. Lycanroc is here. Sand Rush is the ability. We didn't find anybody that could set up the Sandstorm, but, and I honestly don't want to do this, but we do have Double Team. And if this team isn't cutting it, we could spam Double Team along with the held item Bright Powder to try to make sure the opponent never hits us. We're basically going to dodge all of their attacks and then try to take them out with Rock Slide or Stamping Tantrum. It's very cheesy. I hate stall tactics, but we are in episode 2 and we haven't even climbed out a Pokeball here. So this is here in case we want to try to cheese out some wins. It's got max attack, max speed in terms of EV investments. 164 is what I would consider fast. Anything that's like 151 or higher, I would consider fast. 150 to 100, I would consider average, and then less than 100, I would consider slow. Less than 50, I would consider like Trick Room team. But either way, it has negative special defense, increased attack in terms of nature. So we're hitting very hard. We're decently sped. So I'm hoping we can get like a double team or two before opponent takes us out. And then we just dodge all of their attacks while taking them out with Rock Slide and Stamping Tantrum. Last but not least is our Mega for this time around. It's a Scizor. It's a standalone Mega. By that, I mean it doesn't really require other Pokemon to help it set up. It's got max attack, max defense, and then it's got negative speed, increased attack, nature. The decreased speed is really not that big of a deal because Bullet Punch is going to be our best attack and our stab move. It has the ability Technician before it Megas. It keeps the ability Technician after it Megas. The way that Technician works, if a move has 60 base power or less, Technician will increase it by 1.5 times. So Bullet Punch becomes a 90 base, a Steel type quick attack. And then we've got Swords Dance in order to increase our attack even further. And because of that +1 priority from Bullet Punch, we don't really need the movement speed. Roost is there in case we end up fighting a, say, Psychic type. We could try to heal up some of our damage and hope that they don't have any way to take us out. And then Double Hit is there because maybe we end up fighting a Fire type or something that Bullet Punch won't take out. We could try to do Double Hit to try to squeeze out a bit more damage. It does also get boosted by Technician, so That's a bit of strategy. It would have been better if we had a bug stab, but we get what we get. So that's our team for this time around. I'm hoping because we're starting in Pokeball tier, we can get at least a win or two. I'm not entirely sure if I want to, because there's a strong possibility that we get, say, 7 wins in this recording. If that does happen, I don't know if I want to spin like 2 wheels the next round or just guarantee like the wheel the round after. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Here's our opponent team. That looks like a shiny Duraludon? No, Archaludon. So that's kind of cool. They have 2 steel types. So I think we want to use Lycanroc just to take them out. They also have a fire type, which is ground, which is good against ground types, or ground is good against fire words. So I think Lycanroc is the play here. Palafin doesn't really have any place. The steel type will resist it. Same with the Primarina. So Slowbro isn't really that good either because steel is immune to poison. So why don't we start off with the Ninetales? They're probably going to start off with the Hippowdon. And then we go like Mr. Rhyme Lycanroc. That could be a play. And hope for the best. We could have also tried to use Mega Scizor here. They did have 2 fairy types. So Bullet Punch would have been great. But steel resists steel. So Bullet Punching a steel type didn't really seem that great to me. Archaludon is the start, and it is a shiny. Okay, it did seem darker than usual. We have our Ninetales here. This is going to be horrible. We are extremely weak to steel types. We can Blizzard here, at least get some damage off. It's neutral. No, it outspeeds us. It's probably Choice Scarf then. I can see that being a thing. Do we swap out the Lycanroc now? And I think the answer is a yes. Although Mr. Rhyme doesn't really do anything when the... Okay, here's the plan. We switch out Mr. Rhyme, right? Because they're not quad weak to the Flash Cannon, we might have a turn to set up Light Screen. Hoping it lives. 21 health. That's enough. That's more than enough. We'll take that. We get up the Light Screen. Okay. This means Lycanroc will be a little bit more bulky against the Archaludon, which does give us time to get up some double teams. And I'm hoping that's enough to like cheese a win against our opponents. Freeze Dry works here, but they're going to attack before us, so it doesn't really matter. So is an Archaludon faster than our 160-something Lycanroc? That is the question, and can they miss while we set up double team? This is the question of the day, and I don't know what the answer is. Nope, we don't outspeed them. They do hit us. We're pretty frail. Okay, 38 health. I'll take that. I'll take that. Here comes the double team. So we have double team and Bright Powder happening right now. This is great. This is awesome. I'm hoping they miss their next attack and we can get a second one off. Fingers crossed. Will it work? No, the Flash Cannon doesn't. Okay. Well, Archaludon is pretty tanky defensive-wise, so I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have killed them if we went for Stopping Tantrum anyways. And choosing any of our other Pokemons wouldn't have mattered. GG's, by the way. So it wouldn't have mattered who we used during there, but yeah, we're losing games in Pokeball here, which is horrific. This is like the worst climb we've done since like season 1, episode 1, I want to say. Usually we've been able to get into like Great Ball here, but I don't know. Our pulls haven't been that great, haven't been that mesh well with each other. There's a term for that, but I can't think of it. Good thing about Pokeball tier, all it takes is 1 to get into a bot match. So why don't we just do like Palafin, Ninetales, Mr. Rhyme here. Swap out the Palafin into the Ninetales, and then maybe we can just get some Blizzard cheese wins. Also, hey, here's our win to get our 6th win. So good luck, have fun if you're not a bot, but I'm pretty sure at this point in time you are bots. Steelix is their starter. That's kind of cool. It's ground steel, so it should be neutral damage when we swap out into Ninetales. Hopefully it'll do, what was it, like Automize or Rock Polish, whatever status move that it does. We're communicating here. This happened last time too. For some reason, the system's broken. I'm gonna end up sitting here for 20 minutes. So I'll see you when the game actually decides to start working. And with that, the ordeal is finally over. Good news, we don't lose anything for this fight because it doesn't count as a loss. But the bad news is we don't get anything either because it doesn't count as a win. So it's just neutral. We gained or lost nothing. Waste of 20 minutes. I have no idea what triggers that. I'm assuming it's their server issue because my internet's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. The Switch is fine. It's still working. Good luck, have fun to our opponent here. I think we don't get a bot fight anymore because that was our bot fight. But I could be wrong. This does look body. So if it is a bot, great. We still get an easy fight ahead of us. If it's not, then good luck, have fun. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but good luck, have fun to you nonetheless. They're starting with a Palafin, just like us. But do they know to retreat it, is the question. Switch out into Ninetales. Okay. Ours might be faster, that's why we get to switch out first. Here comes the snow warning. It looks like they are not switching out, so they're gonna stick with the zero form of Palafin. Well, we can take them out with Moonblast. That's gonna be great. We don't want to use Roar on them. They have both Jet Punch and Aqua Jet, which is kind of weird. It's a bit redundant. They're both basically just better quick attacks. But yeah, we don't want to Roar them because we don't want their Palafin turning into the hero form. That's for sure. They're still going for the Aqua Jet. Here comes the Moonblast. This should take them out. Critical hit, I don't think mattered. They were already less than 50% health. Here comes the Gengar. We are weak to them because we're part fairy, but we do have our strong Blizzard unlocked. Shadow Punch. Okay, we're at 48. Critical hit again from their side. We just can't catch a break here. Yes, we critted as well, but like our crit didn't really matter because they were already gonna die. Another Blizzard comes out. They're going for the Veno Shock. This might kill us. We are weak to poison. Okay, sure. This is the part where we put out the Mr. Rime because the snow is still out. Might as well make use of the Ice Body here. Plus, Gengar is part poison, so then Psyshock should do quite a bit of damage. Shadow Punch is gonna sting because we are part Psychic. Here comes the Psyshock. Gengar taken out. One more to go and we get our... Psyshock gets disabled because of Cursed Body. Unfortunate. But this will be our one win that we need in order to trigger the training wheel for next turn. Or next episode. There goes the double healing. Their last Pokemon is an Aggron, which is going to be very annoying for us. We do have Thunder. We could use it. Why not? Unfortunately, it doesn't hit. I don't want to release the Palafin just yet. While the snow is up, we should make use of Ice Body and Leftovers. Plus, I would rather Mr. Rime die so we can put out the Palafin with like all the health that it has in order to not hurt ourselves even more when it uses something like Wave Crash and or the Life Orb damage that we're about to take. The snow has finally stopped. There goes the Leftovers. We're at full health, so that's cool. I think we stay in and we go for another Thunder. They are slower than us now because they are paralyzed. Thunder does hit. This will be the only times that you're going to see Thunder hit in this fight, I'm pretty sure. We're just not that lucky enough. I mean, our first Thunder already missed. So GG's to you if you weren't a bot, but I'm 100% positive that you were. There's our final win. We have unlocked the wheel spin on our next episode. Plus, congratulations, Great Ball Tier 4. Great Ball Tier Rank 4. My bad. So we are now officially in Great Ball. So that's awesome. If we can climb back up to Great Ball Tier Rank 1 and then even surpass that, I would be elated. I would be ecstatic. I would be over the moon and back. Don't know how to pronounce your name. Good luck, have fun regardless. Let's see what kind of team that they have. Okay, that is a... I really hope that is a Mega Phalanx. I would love for that to be a Mega Phalanx. A part of me wants to go Palafin. Like, the biggest threat would probably be the Aegis Slash. And maybe, well... yeah, and maybe the Greninja. But the Greninja could change its typing, so we could... there is a world where we hit it with a neutral damaging water move. I'm scared about the Phalanx. So I kind of want to use Slowbro in here. Slowbro isn't bad, but also they have 2 dark types and a ghost, so maybe not Slowbro. Maybe we start off with a Palafin. And then like Lycanroc Scizor could be a thing. I don't hate it. Hopefully we take out all the stuff that scares Scizor by the time it comes out and we can just bullet punch a win. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. We start off with Palafin. We switch it out for the Lycanroc. Because Lycanroc has the Bright Powder, there's a chance that they miss. And then we like double team a couple of times. They miss some more and then we sweep them. That is a plan. Okay, it's Rotom Heat. They do have an electric type move, I'm pretty sure. So this is going to be horrific. We're going to switch into Lycanroc. They should know that we're switching out. It's a Palafin. And they know that we don't have any ground types. So this could be a very good matchup for us. They could try to go for the fire attack, knowing that we don't have any ground. Or knowing that we're going to switch out and it's a rock. Okay, it's Volt Switch. Never mind, it does hit. So far, so bad. We have not triggered the Bright Powder. Crocodile comes out. It probably has Intimidate. Do you have Intimidate? No, it's going to have Moxie. We need Double Team to activate here. We can't let them kill us or else we are just screwed. Scale Shot does miss. That's good. That's good. I don't want to get too greedy here. Double Team increases the chance of them missing, but statistically speaking, sooner or later they are going to hit. So maybe like 2 or 3. It already started hitting. Yep. And it hits for 3 times. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Crocodile's defense falls. Their speed does rise. And then they get the Moxie boost. This is going to be terrible for us. I'm hoping we still outspeed and maybe we can get a Wave Crash kill. Here goes nothing. Here goes everything. Here is the Earthquake from them. We're probably dead here. 48 health. We are going to kill ourselves though. There's no way we don't. Especially if we kill them in one shot. Yeah, 0% health. I'm pretty sure we're knocking ourselves out here. Which is going to be incredibly bad because they have a Rotom Heat with them. There goes the recall. There was a world where we go for like double Aqua Jet. But that world does not exist because we don't live in it. They're probably going to go back into Rotom Heat. There's no reason for them to reveal their last Pokemon. Yep, there's Rotom. It's probably going to overheat. We're going to die because we're 4 times weak to it. Unless they miss. We could Mega Evolve into Swords Dance. Yeah, might as well. We gain a bit of special defense, I want to say, when we do Mega Evolve. There is a chance where they miss and then we hit them with double hit next turn. Can Overheat miss? No, I think the drawback of it is that they lose special attack when they use it. So yeah, we're totally dead. Alright, well, GG's to you. We are in Great Ball, which means we need 2 losses in order to trigger the pity fight against the bot. So that's a bit disappointing. I don't think we can go back down to Pokeball here. But don't quote me on that. We're gonna find out. This is gonna be a real person fight. I would be shocked if we actually win a real person fight in this. The team that we have pulled this time around isn't all that great. Good luck, have fun, Ross. GG's to the other person if I didn't say that already. Yep, nope, this is an actual real person. And they are very scary. What do we do here? They have 2 dragon types, but we don't really have a dragon killer. We could go like straight into Ninetales, into Mr. Rhyme, into Scizor. They're probably gonna start with a Blaziken though. Like, we can hope that they start with a Garchomp or something, but I feel like they're gonna start with either a Blaziken or the Gator over there because they see the Ninetales. That is a possibility, which means Scizor is horrible. Like, the Ice Steel is a horrible choice. What if we go, like, Palafin into Ninetales into Mr. Rhyme? That seems like a better option. If they do start with a Fire type, maybe they don't stay in, and they switch out when we switch out our Palafin. Good luck, have fun to you. Nice badges, by the way. I don't know what any of them mean, except for one that looks like the fairy symbol, and the other one that looks like the ghost symbol. It is a Blaziken lead. Alright. We got a Palafin. We're gonna have to swap. We need to swap. It's probably Speed Boost. It's probably gonna, like, Swords Dance or something. I doubt it's gonna stay in. We need to get the Ninetales out. I'm hoping it, like, protects or Swords Dance or something, and Ninetales can do some damage to it. It probably has... Ooh, Poison Jab. Didn't see that coming. Okay, sure. It probably has Speed Boost. Because they didn't... It doesn't have Speed Boost? Why not? That's great. And we outspeed it? Are we fighting a bot here? It's supposed to take 2 losses in Great Ball in order for us to get a bot, so... I don't think they are, and their team didn't look like a bot. So the fact that our Ninetales outsped them, they don't have Speed Boost, they're not Mega-ing, but they are using a super effective attack, so maybe we're fighting an actual 10-year-old. That may or may not be their actual name, so, you know, self-insert 10-year-old trying to climb the rankings. If you are, good luck to your climb. Let's see what their next Pokemon is. It is 2 fire types. Okay, sure. Skeledirge is usually a special attacker, so we might get the light screen up here. Maybe live a couple more shots. Okay, they're smart enough to go with the Torch Song. Torch Song spam is fine. We did live that. Over 50% health. The next one is probably going to kill us because they do have that boost. We are healing here, but I don't think it's enough. +1 boost is pretty strong. We're going to go for the Psyshock. It's our best attacking move. It's probably not going to kill, but it is going to set us up to OTK and not take so much damage from the wave crash. Oh, we live at 9 health. I was wrong. Ignore everything I said. The extra healing did come in handy. Ice body triggers, leftover triggers. The next one is definitely going to kill us, but we do get to set them down at less than 50% health. There is a world where we go for, like, Jet Punch to try to conserve our health, but I don't know if 30% is good enough. Plus, if they live, we're not going to be in a very good position to, like, survive a +3 attack. +3 special attack, excuse me. Like Shadow Ball or something. So I think we go for the Wave Crash. It's our best damaging move. We want to make sure this one dies. It's been buffed too hard. I think we should outspeed it because the, even the... Oh, are you kidding me? The Quick Claw. I was saying even the... Solar Beam? Okay. Good news, that takes 2 turns because you don't have Sun. Bad news, I was shitting my pants there for a second. I was saying, because the Mr. Rhyme outsped it, then Palafin should outspeed it too. But then the Quick Law triggered, and I was just like, wow, we're gonna lose to this. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. Our team this time around isn't that great. Alakazam is their final Pokemon. They're probably faster than us. I want to check something real quick. Palafin, what is your... Can we do stats? Speed is still 120? I thought you gained speed when you switched out. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright then, maybe I'm wrong. Wave Crash is our best move. They went for the Energy Ball. Do we live? We do live. It'll take 3 Energy Balls to kill us. Well, no, I shouldn't say that, because Wave Crash will deal damage to us. 1 health. Do they have Focus Sash? They do have Focus Sash. Okay, well, good news for us is that we do have priority, and I don't think Alakazam has priority themselves. Unless I'm horribly wrong and it does have, like Shadow Sneak or something. But here we go. What happens, happens. I'm pretty sure we also live that Energy Ball because of the light screen, so thank you, Mr. Ryan. We go first, Alakazam faints, and that's all she wrote. GG's, Ross, GG's. Good luck on your climb. I wish you the best. We actually got 2 wins this episode, which is insane. It's more than I thought we would get. 2 flips in Great Ball Tier Rank 4. I'll take it, I'll take it. If we can get to Great Ball Tier Rank 3, I would be even more amazed. That would be awesome. Will that actually happen? I don't think so. We have found a Darkrai. Somebody get a Master Ball. Okay, so they're probably gonna start with either the Cleavor or the Toxapex to set up traps. Either way, it's horrible. I think Lycanroc is our best bet regardless of what they start with. It's definitely not going to be Ninetales because we die to Poison and Rock. So I think this is a Lycanroc fight. I also think Slowbro isn't too terrible here. We could get lucky and spring some Quick Claw and Quick Draw action. And maybe outspeed the 2 Dragon types that they're using. We definitely don't want Palafin if that's a Mana-Trike over there. Also, the Toxapex will block us. I think Scizor isn't terrible. As horrible as it is. This is our team, we're locking it in. If it's a Toxapex lead, I'm hoping it wastes a few turns setting up like Toxic Spikes. They have a 6-win Okay, well, this is going to be horrible for us. It is the Cleavor lead. Okay, sure. Rock versus Rock. It's neutral. Bug versus Rock. We resist it, so we're fine, like, double teaming here. Maybe, like, twice as well. We outspeed them, which is great. They're going to try to use that attack that puts up Stealth Rocks on our side. Yep, that's the attack. We're at 26 health. That is horrible. That is horrific. I am very sad right now. Do we go for another double team? I think we just go for the Rock Slide. Every single time we try to like be greedy and go for multiples of them, they always live. Focus Sash? Was that a Focus Sash? It was a Focus Sash. Okay. Can you miss? Please, once? Can we get you to... We flinched? That's even better. I'll take that. Disrespect Snarl kill? No, we have to go for a Stamping Tantrum. Snarl has like 95% accuracy. I'm not gonna risk it. We don't have Excel Rock either, which would have been great there. We had to show our opponent we had Stamping Tantrum. I wasn't gonna risk it staying alive and doing more damage to our team. They have a Dragapult. It's gonna be faster than us. The question is, will we dodge? We could go for Snarl. It is super effective, and it's usually a special attacker. Yeah, why not? Dragon Darts does miss. I'll take it, I'll take it. Snarl misses as well. I doubt that they have the, I doubt that they have the Bright Powder. They miss again, which is great. This is Are you kidding me, dude? Really? I'm 99% positive. Yeah, we've lost the 5% chance twice. They finally hit the Dragon Dart, which has less accuracy because we had Bright Powder and Double Team. I'm so upset. I'm actually very upset. We go for the Scizor here. We start Swords Dancing. I don't think Dragapult learns any Fire-type attacks. And if they do, then we're just dead regardless because Ghost kills Psychic. So the Slowbro wasn't gonna do anything either. I mean, for all we know, the Dragapult does have like, okay, they're going for the Phantom Force. Sure, that's fine. For all we know, the Dragapult does have the Bright Powder, and that's how we missed twice in a row. But considering our luck, when it comes to battles, I'm pretty sure the problem was that it wasn't 100% accuracy, and we always missed the less than 100% accuracy moves. So we do get double Swords Dance here, which is great. Our attack goes up by 4 now. Bullet Punch should deal quite a bit of damage. If we miss Bullet Punch, then we know that they're holding the... Okay, they're not holding it. Can it kill, please? Thank you, thank you. There was a world where we don't kill them, which would have been great because the turn that they disappear, we roost and get our health back to 100%. But we'll take that, we'll take that. Armoroge is their last Pokemon. This is horrific for us. Bullet Punch isn't going to do anything. We should try to double hit and deal as much damage as possible. They have Armor Cannon, which isn't bad. I believe their special attack goes down or something. No, it is like close combat. Okay, so if we can live the other Armor Cannon, then we should be able to take him out with like a Sludge Bomb, right? Maybe? If we tank a hit and they go down by some amount again, then Sludge Bomb should take him out. Or do we go for the Shell Sidearm? I think we go for the Sludge Bomb. We are pretty bulky. Pretty bulky in defense though, not special defense. They have Quick Claw. Come on now. That's our thing. That is our thing. Because we triggered second, does that mean we go second? Yeah, it means we go second. It's neutral damage, but they hurt. The crit, I don't know if that mattered or not. No, it is neutral, so yeah, maybe that did matter. Either way, GG's to Darkrai. What a nightmare for us. Good news is we still climb, regardless of how you look at it, because we were in Pokeball tier when we started this. Couple more fights ahead of us. Couple more fights. If we do win in this Great Ball tier rank 4, we do get 2 blips, so it's not that bad. What was our opponent's name? Anne? Like not the name, the name A-N-N-E. But like the I don't actually know the terminology of An or two or whatever those are. Either way, they've got a pretty scary team. We're probably gonna die to the Armoroge again, so that's gonna be fun. Do we try the Palafin play here? We don't really have anything for the Meowscarada, which is a bit of annoyance. Same thing with the Metagross, and the Bellibolt might kill us. No, I don't think that's the play. I like the idea of Lycanroc still. I do like that. The Ninetales would crumble. So maybe it's like, well, what if we do Palafin first, Lycanroc, and Scizor? Maybe that's the play? We swap out the Palafin into either the Lycanroc or the Scizor, depending on what our opponent's Pokemon is. And then we just go from there. Good luck, have fun, Anne. Anne Trainer. Armoroge lead means we should swap out into the Lycanroc here. We might be able to survive a Armor Cannon. And even if we don't, that sets up their special defense drop for when Palafin comes back. Okay, they're withdrawing. Sure. They don't like that. Meowscarada comes out. Grass against water is a favorable matchup. We do have Lycanroc though. They're probably going to attack first. I still think trying for a double team is the play here. Okay, we outspeed. That's not bad. I'm hoping they miss. I'm hoping the flower trick doesn't kill. I'm hoping for the best. It still hits. It's going to crit. We die. That's unfortunate. I don't think the game, like, it crits too. Why? I don't think the crit mattered. I'm pretty sure we're too frail. This game just hates us so much. Palafin comes out. I think we can live a flower trick unless it crits again. No, wait, no. Crit is 100% chance to hit. Ignore everything I said. I'm hoping Hard Press does over 50% damage here. There is also a world where maybe we tank their hits with Scizor, and we keep Palafin in the back for the Armorogue. I don't know. Like, they're probably thinking why we're here, or why it looks different. Maybe this is the first time seeing a Palafin. I would have gone straight for the flower trick. It wouldn't matter. We're still water type. I'm hoping we still outspeed. The Lycanroc outsped, so... Oh no, they're still faster. Okay, that's unfortunate. There goes the flower trick. We do live. I think the Life Orb does kill us though, which is the unfortunate part. Here comes the Hard Press. It does more than 50% damage. Life Orb lets us live with 1 health. Citrus Berry does proc. Okay, we go for the Jet Punch. That way we outspeed them and deal a bit more damage. I don't know what kind of defense they have, but we're gonna need like 1 or 2 Sword Stance in order for our Play Rough. Okay, that's not terrible. They have a Fairy type attack, they have a Grass type attack, both of which we resist. So having Scizor in the back isn't that bad. We can go for a couple of Sword Stances, maybe even 3. There is also a world where they swap. No, they don't swap because we're Mega Evolving. They're not swapping, so they're staying in. This gives us at least a turn or 2 in order to get us our damage up. And then there is a world, as small as it may be, where double hit murders Armorogue and we sweep the rest of their team. Will that actually happen? I don't know. Are they smart enough to swap out now to make sure that we don't Sword Stance all the way? I don't think so. Hey, we avoided an attack. It was a resisted attack, but hey, that's something. Unfortunately, it wasn't a Lycanroc that actually had things to dodge with. They're going for the Play Rough again. Okay, so other people can miss 95% accuracy moves twice in a row. It wasn't just us. That makes me feel a little better, but also not really. We're gonna go for the Bullet Punch here. There's no reason to... Oh, they're swapping out now. Interesting. Belly Bolt comes out. Sure, nice Dust Ball. I like the effect. Bullet Punch comes out. It does more than 50%. I'll take that. Because now we get to take them out with the second Bullet Punch. Unless for some reason they swap out again. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. Okay. So 35, 50% of 35 is like 50 some odd. So it's 100 base double hit. Is 100 base double hit enough to kill Armorogue? Let's find out. Armorogue went first anyway, so it didn't matter. We have no speed. That makes perfect sense. Okay, well, GG's to you regardless. I guess we should, in retrospect, we should have gone for the Bullet Punch because of the... Well, no, that wasn't going to kill. There's no way that would have killed. If Belly Bolt resisted it and only lived at 50% health, then Armorogue would have lived at 50% health as well. That wouldn't have mattered. So maybe putting in the Palafin wasn't the right play. But at the same time, like, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't know. Either way, Couple more fights. I said that before, but these fights haven't been that long, so it's not bad. This looks like a bot team, but I could be wrong. Has this been 2 losses already? I think it has. So yeah, this is probably a bot team. So no need to say good luck, have fun to you. GG's to the last person though. I mean, if it is a bot team, maybe we just start Scizor and just clobber them that way. Actually, no, that sounds like a horrible idea. Mr. Rhyme, Ninetales, and then Scizor last, sure. Maybe it's an Altaria lead, or like a Halucha lead, or a... What was the other one? Victory Bell lead? 50-50 chance that the Snow will take out their Pokemon, so... It is a Victory Bell lead. You don't see that often. So that makes me think this is a bot fight. I'm pretty sure we did lose 2 times in a row. I could be horribly wrong. Either way, here comes the Blizzard. We outspeed them. OTK. No Focus Sash or anything. Arcanine comes out. We don't really have anything against you, but we can still spam Blizzard, so that's not bad. We could also Roar to make it go away. We'll deal with you last, but I don't know. All of our Pokemon are also weak to this. Like, Mr. Rhyme has Psychic, which is neutral, but we die to any fire attack, which is horrible. Blizzard once more. They now outspeed us, which is horrible. We do have a bit of special defense, so we do live that at less than 50% health. I'll take it. Here comes the Blizzard. They're now at less than 50% health, which is great. The Snow is still going to keep going. Let's go for the Blizzard. They're lowering our speed, which is fine. It's a turn that they don't do damage to us. It means it's a turn where we still get to hit them. 14% health left. Can you do Scary Face one last time? Or we could get our only freeze ever against the bot fight. Because, you know, our luck is that great. Crit when it doesn't matter, freeze when it doesn't matter, miss the good attacks that should have dealt damage to our opponent. Story of our lives. King Gambit is their final Pokemon. Maybe they have a Steel type move that just murders us. Moonblast isn't bad here, it's neutral. Assurance. Okay. I mean, we resist that. It's better than them attacking us with a Steel type move. I'll take the Dark type move. Moonblast comes out. 53% health. I'm hoping that's a low damage roll and we get a high damage roll and murder them next turn. Assurance is still what they're going for. 29% health left. Hopefully this is a kill. Even if it's not, we still have like a couple of Pokemon in the back. Unfortunately, it didn't kill. Will the Assurance kill us? No, we live at 9 health. Awesome. A sweep with a Ninetales. GG's to you if you were a real person. I don't think you were though. Now, do I want to end it here with our 3rd win, or do I want to do one more battle? And I think just because of how horrible this day has been, I want to end it on a high note. I know I said we could do a couple more, but yeah, I think I want to end it on a high note. I don't want to play this team anymore. I want to get to the part where we spin the next wheel and see our first ever prize. As always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll catch you next time.